This is the real way to make coffee, the best way to make coffee. You throw the grounds right into a hot, let it boil for 3 minutes. Well, you're gonna have the strongest coffee you've ever had in your life. I mean, that's guaranteed.
They've got one of those leave a book, take a book actions. Definitely going to be leaving one of my books here. A lot of my books here when my book comes out. Notice how still, how quiet this world can be when you unplug. Out here, it's just me and the silence of the sticks. It's here I can revive my spirit, find my story. Today, I'm starting my final self-edit before hiring the big dogs. I've put this process off a while now. I'm always finding the next excuse to barricade me from the arena. But I'm not going to let my pride or my fear win. I'm the steersman, and I'm going to put myself back on the path. This is more than a morning of writing. It's a vision quest. This world doesn't give out a whole lot of time. You have to take it yourself. Pry it from momentum's ruthless grasp. If you have a story in you, which you do, then you have to put on the gloves and fight for it. When the people arrive, that's when I have to start taking my hike deeper into the woods so I can find some remote section where it feels like I'm alone again. Alright, certainly no one is going to make the hike up to here. So let's push that one step further and make it down there. Now, when I say story, understand that I mean much more than the fiction you or I write. That's one drop in the ocean of your legacy, the narrative you'll leave written in the sands of time or whatever. Your story, it's the one you live. So be mindful, be intentional, and take a look in the mirror. Are you who you want to be? Are you where you thought you'd be? Same type of questions I'm asking in this rewrite. Am I telling the story I set out to? Ask yourself that in life. Are you living the life you were meant to?
Good morning.
Don't mind the hair. It is 5:32. I just woke up, and we're getting to writing. Here it is, guys. Frozen Wrath. My dad so kindly. How cool was that pen? It was my grandfather's pen. I love that pen. But how cool is this that my dad printed me out a copy of the manuscript for Frozen Wrath, and I've held screenplays that I've written before, but I've never held a juicy novel, even though, this is it's more of a novella, but I've never held one of these that I've written in my hand. It feels so nice and real and tangible, and that's what we're going to talk about in this episode. Digging deep past that superficial layer that we love so much in this generation and seeing what is real of what I'm doing and what you're doing. Let's talk about it. There it is. That's the raw, real life of a writer. Most of the time, it's just a guy sitting in front of his laptop. And from time to time, you're sitting in front of a notebook, but when it comes down to it, past all of the layers and ideas of what you think a writer is, It's a guy putting words on a piece of paper. Forget everything else. Now, if you're like me, you gotta break away from the screens and sitting within the house. So I do try to get out and do some of my writing here at the park, as you know. Writing in nature is just a little bit better, but it's still a guy putting words on paper. No more, no less. It's not the romantic idea of a writer you may have conjured in your head, but if you find yourself as one of those guys putting words on a piece of paper, I urge you to know why, and really know why you are putting those words on the page. Why are you writing this story? For me, it's a lot like working out. I don't work out to get a six-pack or to get the beach bod. If that's a byproduct of my efforts, then fine. But I'm not out here for that. I'm out here for self-preservation and longevity. My reasons go deeper. I have a heart condition that threatens my life. After those clots in my heart, lung, and legs, I knew I had little time to do what I needed to do. So that's why I push myself and my body so that I have more time to do what I need to do, which is right. And again, I'm not writing for that bestseller status. I don't care if I write something popular. I'm writing something that will stand as my legacy. I have something I need to say, and I might not be around to say it forever. So I'm putting it on the page to immortalize it. Anyone who reads my work has read my life philosophy and knows how I think we ought to live.